Zip zap! Welcome everybody! It's another episode today. I had a bit of a snafu with my microphone, so we're gonna do some post-commentary. Tell me, you guys, in the comments if you liked it or not. So, after the fight with Obununu, we get the Buster Fire Crest to break rocks. And we're gonna get some items today. Some items, and then fight Bleth. So, let's go back to the overworld. And we're gonna head to the Coliseum. Pretty simple and straightforward fare. We just run through this part. Collect as you wish. For some reason, I prefer using the Buster Crest over the regular Fire Crest just because it's way more powerful and you can fire a lot faster than the regular one. So yeah, just kill these bad guys as you will, break things just like you would as Fire Ray. You never know. Always try breaking stuff with your head. So it was a good idea. So we're just gonna continue on. Okay, it's gonna let us go to the next area because we already killed the hippogriff. So what we're gonna do is just continue on until we get to the cliff climbing part. But before that, we're gonna pick up the potion that's in this area. Well, actually, the vial that lets you get potions. Now in this area, you just have to drop down. And if you drop down, you'll notice that there's another platform, and bam! A vial. So as I was stating earlier, we're just going to continue on. And get to this fun part. Bonehead mistake. Scope the wall. Yeah, you're freaking crazy insectoids. Not gonna call them spiders. They only got 4 legs. It's like a head crab. Proto head crab. This is where Gabe Newell got inspiration for the head crab. Who knows? The similarities are pretty close. But then again, a lot of horror movies have 4-legged insectoid critters. Yeah, we're gonna break this wall here. And behind this wall, as you can see, is a life extension. So let's just putz about. Yeah. If doing the hovering in this game, it's a little bit tricky. We got the life extension, so let us continue on. Okay. Fun platform hopping. You can't exactly grab the bottom half, which is kind of cool that they put that kind of detection in there. It's like, oh, you can't grab the lower half. Fly over here because I'm that badass. Of course, since General Armor's already been defeated in this area, it's gonna go back to the old one. Now we're gonna head back to the town. And what we're gonna do is, instead of going to the catacombs, now what we're gonna do is now per usual, if you ever go through town or a spot where you can break stuff, break it because money is pretty useful in this game and it does come in handy pretty much later in the game. It's like, how does this item guy do business with a rock wall right there? Dude, look at him. It's pretty disheveled and crazy. So I guess only crazy people can do. what I was going to do here is buy the ginseng, but of course I don't have enough. Silly me. And instead, I buy herb. It's pretty much useless compared to ginseng. It's like great if you don't pick up the life extensions, but uses otherwise. Now I wasn't sure what I was thinking when I did that. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get herb right now. And I completely forgot herb doesn't heal that much compared to ginseng. Now what I am going to pick up is shock. It kind of helps against bleth, but not really from what you're going to see. I have no idea why a lot of people suggested. I don't know why I still used it even, because I remember strictly using it when I was playing this game upon release. It's like, yeah, should work. Cool. No, not cool at all. Trust me, I do some cutting around the boss fights just so you don't see me die 5,000 times, which is a very big exaggeration. I died maybe 4 times before getting the hang of fighting the bosses, but thankfully they let you retry the boss fights infinitely ad nauseum, to the point where you want to puke your eyeballs out. But as I stated, I'm just going to continue walking here. You know, just noticing how badass the Buster Fire Crest is. So powerful. Because before you couldn't kill those ghosts, if you're wondering. Sadly, Firebrand's default fire is weak as hell. People think he's going to bring death and destruction to the world. I'm just going to let that bastard hit me. So, yeah, into the catacombs. There is an item we're going to get in here, and you'll see that soon. Yeah, I love the detail in this game. I mean, you got these guys with corpses on the ground. It's kind of crazy. Behind that rock wall is the second vellum in the game, so do pick it up. Having multiple spells always helps. Now these guys do reappear really quickly, as you'll notice. So don't bother backtracking unless you don't mind getting hit by them, and they're easy to kill. Yep. Everybody's favorite part of the game, blood-sucking bats and ghosts that put out the lights. Now, as you notice me putzing about, the Fire Buster Crest does not work against... Well, the Fire Buster Crest does not light up flame candles. And there's your next life extension. I'm really just not caring about damaging right now because I'm gonna get out of here and get back to the old world. Per the norm, if you see something you probably break it down. You more than likely will be happy when it's broken. And in this vase is your second. And in this vase is a full life heal, which is great if you're going up against Obanunu for the first time. Which everybody remember that fight. He's kind of a pain in the ass. I died 6 times fighting him before I got the hang of it, and then bought Imp and said, screw this, I'm doing this my way. New Imp. Now, the big chandeliers are a little bit tricky to fight, but generally easy. Just love those goofy smile and those ghosts. Now, as you notice, Obanunu's chamber is empty now since he's defeated. So what we're going to do is go back to the old world. Which the game does automatically for you. And we're going to go back, because we need to go to the graveyard. Or the boneyard, as the game calls it. Smash some windows. Smash more windows. And that's what Shock does. It does that. For some reason, I think it's a bug with emulation, because he does not get damaged by it. But I do remember on the Super Nintendo, him getting damaged by it, which is kind of strange. It should work, but it doesn't. Now, as you notice, I have 2 Vellums, so I'm going to get 2 Shocks. But as you guys will see, it's useless if you're emulating. It doesn't work for some reason. There's a lot of bugs, of course, with emulation that people are like, oh, emulation works always. No, guys, it doesn't. There are games that strangely have weird glitches because the timing is off. Something or the other related to timing. And a lot of these games, like Capcom games, it's kind of crazy with programming. And continue on, going like we were going to the catacombs, we're going to continue on to the boneyard. I just love the Buster Fire Crest, or the Fire Buster Crest, whatever you want to call it, the Buster Crest. It's not gonna hurt your feelings. And now these hand grabby guys, don't let them touch you. Fly over them as much as you can. Now what I love is if you break these skull piles, they get angry at you, see? Too bad he dies. I'm just glad this game isn't Ghosts and Goblins or the Ghouls and Goblins series difficult. It's Capcom difficulty, but it's not gonna hurt your feelings. And now these now as I mentioned, avoid the hand as much as you can, otherwise there's this little Nami head thing that pops out of the ground. Now in this area, you will see all these piles of skulls. The topmost skull pile has a life extension. So do break that, and you'll get your next life extension. Making the game a little bit easier, though everything does ridiculous damage or is ridiculously cheap. What's funny about these floating skeleton guys, which I kind of like to say they're Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins games, it just reminds me of it so much. And as you notice, I continually just go, screw this, I'm gonna fly over these guys because I don't feel like dealing with them. As I just showed you guys, these hands are indestructible at this point in the game. I vaguely remember destroying them, but if you dash through them, they can't grab you. Now we're gonna go up against Bleth. His attacks are pretty basic, but holy hell is he hard to fight if you're not used to the game's mechanics. So yeah. Now I did have a few deaths, and I did go back into town, and I bought ginseng. Because, well, having herb in this fight is kind of a doofus move. So you guys notice that I have ginseng instead of herb. It's because of that. So, yeah, as I said, his attacks are pretty basic, kind of easy to avoid, but he hits pretty hard and pretty fast. So his basic attacks are swing at you, swing like that. He swings at you, swings up. Best bet is, even though Ground Gargoyle has a stronger fire attack than even the Buster Fire Crest, I recommend just using Firebrand just because you can jump a lot higher. So let's just watch this fight. If you guys are wondering, I believe this is number 4. That is 4 deaths. And each time, as you guys see, I try to use shock each time and it does nothing. I mean nothing. Now, per the norm, in this game, bosses will change color to a darker red or a shade of red when you defeat them. Now, when you defeat Bleth, you get your next life extension. Huzzah! Now, trying to tackle Bleth without following my walkthrough is, like, literally, as the name of the series is for Demon's Crest, is brutal shenanigans. Brutal. Now, I'm gonna call it an episode here. We're gonna go to the forest and call it an episode. So, do subscribe, like, comment, guys. As you noticed, I do like to wrong what I've righted. Having a microphone snafu, I did not want to make a long play video. That is not what this series is about. It's a walkthrough. I exactly want to tell you where things are located for those that are curious. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And remember, subscribe, like, comment. Later.